of situations. I'm here in Nairobi, Kenya. I'm here in my study center. I'm here in my study center, and I'm excited to have you here. So I just need to confirm, Ed, that you can hear me.
We can hear you loud and clear, Mr. Karundu.
Thank you, because just like where you are, where I am right now, it's just one of those days when there's just power fluctuation. Like now the power has just gone, so I've switched to my hotspot. So you might see a bit of change. I've checked my laptop has enough power, so we are good to go. Yeah, we're good to go. I have at least 1.5 hours of laptop time, so we are good to go. So great to have you here, and I'm really, really excited to have this, which is a Pan-African and international conversation. So great to have you here, and I can see in the house we have Rajesh. I'm just picking the names: Rajesh, Samuel, Salami, Galaxy. Oh, I know the name is not Galaxy. I can see Intel. I'd love to see the name. I can see Foster. I can see Ellie Joy. I can see Chini, Harrison. I can see the Learning Hub. And of course, I can see Educon, Heto, and of course, Ed. I'm excited. Now, these are times of great change. These are times of great change. The last 6 months have been like no other 6 months that we have ever experienced in our lives. Now, I want you to write this down as part of my opening remarks. Times of great change. Times of great change are also times of great opportunity. And yes, my power is back. As you can see, the light is back. So times of great change are also times of great opportunity. Give me a thumbs up if you've written that down. That times of great change are also times of great opportunity. I'm going to be asking you to give me a thumbs up. I'm going to be asking you to type on the chat. I love having a conversation. Thank you from Educon Ghana. That times of great change are also times of great opportunity. And that's where this conversation of discovering your gold mine is. Something else about the times that we are in. The times that we are in are times of forced evolution. Times of forced evolution. In other words, everyone has been forced to evolve. It's basically evolve or die, or evolve or become obsolete. So those are my opening remarks, and that's really, really where this conversation stems from. That we're in times of great change. Great change equals great opportunity. These are also times of evolution, but a speeded up, a forced evolution, a hastened evolution. And so that is the space where I'm coming from. So that whole mix, that whole Pandora's box that has popped open because of the COVID scenario, worldwide, global. No one has come out unscathed. But also these are times of great opportunity. And that is why I'm very, very interested. I've been having this conversation here in my country. I've been having these conversations with people from other parts of the world, that this is also a time of great opportunity. Okay, great. Now, before I move on then, I want to share with you also something. You know, as a mentor, as a coach, I'm also a mathematician. I've been in the academia world. I was a lecturer for many years. I've come to pick 6 things, that 6 hurdles, let's call them hurdles, high achievers must overcome. 6 hurdles that high achievers must overcome to be able to succeed, for you to be able to move to the next level. Okay, 6 hurdles that high achievers must overcome. And hurdle number 1, so you can call them hurdles, you can call them challenges, you can call them obstacles, you can call them stack points, it doesn't matter. Let's call them six hurdles, whichever direction you want to go. It's either hurdles or challenges that you have to overcome, or stack points for high achievers. So I'm going to go through them, and please note the numbers, because I'm going to be saying number 1 is this, number 2 is this. I'm not so sure, Ed, if I can do screen share, because I have the handout in front of me. I can be able to share it if I'm able to. If not, I'll just read it out. So hurdle number 1 is being overwhelmed and scattered. Overwhelmed and scattered. That you are overwhelmed by everything. You have so many things that you're working on. You're feeling overwhelmed. There's too much going on and too little time. So many of us as high achievers, we overcommit ourselves. We take on too many projects. Our life is, even our spaces are full of clutter. Many people have something like 200 unread emails. I meant 2,000 unread emails. So we are overwhelmed by everything, and we are feeling scattered, and we are not able to focus, okay? And the greatest issue with overwhelm is the mental overwhelm. So that's point number 1. Now, point number 2 in terms of a stack point is self-doubt and procrastination. Self-doubt and procrastination. Self-doubt and its associated condition of procrastination is the invisible breaks. That you want to do something, and then there's a voice in the head that tells you, oh, it's not good enough. Oh, the marketplace needs this. Oh, my product is not that ready. And some of you, part of it is being perfectionists. You want to have the most perfect product in the marketplace. So we start doubting ourselves. We start feeling like we are not good enough. We're not good enough for the next level. Somebody else has something better. Now, another obstacle, and I think this is one of the biggest one, and this is very relevant in this COVID scenario that we're in. Number 3, I call it using an old map for new territory. Using an old map for new territory, okay? Using an old map for new territory. And almost everyone is in new territory, you know, just like right here in this part of jobs, people are on half pay. You know, suddenly you're working from home. It's new territory. So let's put it this way, friends. New territory, new roadmap. As in, a lot of the game plans that we used to have, and especially if you're coming from the corporate field, a lot of the game plans, a lot of the roadmaps, a lot of the projections that we are having are obsolete, and they don't apply today. I don't know about Ghana or in India. I'm sure you went through the changeover from the digital migration. A few years ago, right here in Kenya, we moved from the analog technology of televisions and so on, and then we moved to the digital space. Now, again, that was a period of forced evolution, because we are so used to the small black and white TVs back at home. We are using the battery. There was the ubiquitous small red TV. I don't know in Ghana whether you had those ones, you know, bought from China and so on. Suddenly, all those TV analog boxes were obsolete because we've moved to new technology. So, and that's the same sort of scenario, that we are in a time of forced evolution. Everything we used to use the previous time no longer applies. So using an old roadmap for new territory. Let's go to the next point. The next point is giving up too soon. You see, it takes much longer than expected for you to achieve a dream. And there's very few goals, very few dreams, very few meaningful endeavors are usually achieved with precision. You know, we're going to finish it on this day, finish it on this time. So, and sometimes when it comes to our own endeavors, we kind of think it's going to be any different. So giving up too soon, and from a lot of people just before the goal. Now, another one, which is the fifth one, is the information overload. Like right now, it's information. I call it information indigestion, as in we are taking on a lot, but it's not passing through our system, whether it's online, offline, newsletters, newspapers, magazine, blogs, I mean, including these Zoom meetings that we are having, okay? So the last item, I call it flying solo. Breakthroughs require a coach that if you're onto something big, there's a high chance you'll be able to achieve it without hand holding. A lot of free stuff, a lot of free things we do online, they cannot take you to the point of breakthrough. So if you're a high achiever who really is looking for a breakthrough, you've got to look for some sort of coaching, some sort of mentoring, somebody to hold your hand. You see, breakthroughs require a live engagement. This is a live engagement. We're interacting live. You see, part of the reason, as I wind up with this particular part of my conversation, part of the reason is this. A lot of the barriers and the start points are internal. You know, a lot of things that hold us back, as I've shared, they are more internal than external, meaning reading a book can take you a little bit, but breakthroughs require a coach. So I don't know which one is applying to you, and feel free to write on the chat. I want to get some quick feedback, friends. Out of all those challenges, which one is present for you? Which one is alive for you? Which one is resonating with you? Please, you can type on the chat box either number 1, number 2, number 3. I'm going to repeat them. I'll give maybe one person just a chance to share which obstacle, which challenge is present for you. So I'm going to repeat this. What is number 1? I'm going to repeat the challenges. So challenge number 1 is feeling overwhelmed and scattered. You have too much going on. There's just so many things going on. You can't get enough time to focus on what you want to do. Number 2 is self-doubt and procrastination, that you want to do something and then you start doubting yourself. Number 3 is using an old roadmap for new territory, a new destination. If you want to go to somewhere, something new, then you need a new roadmap. Number 4 is giving up too soon, and many of us just before the breakthrough. Number 5 is information overload, information indigestion galore. And the next one, last one, is flying solo. So I don't know which one is present for you. Okay, I'm reading on the chat. Challenge number, yes, thank you, Kelvo. Challenge number 2 and number 3, thank you so much. Educon number 1, very good. Type on the chat there, please. I want to know what's present for you. And thank you so much, Kelvo. Thank you, Educon. Learning Hub number 1 and number 4. Thank you for sharing. This is a family gathering. It's a safe space. And unless we're vulnerable and we identify what's really is active in us, then it becomes a bit of a challenge moving forward. Thank you so much. Let me see somebody else. Rich, Salami, Samuel, Rajesh, Mawunyo. What's number 6 again? Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, number 6 is thank you. Number 6 is flying solo. Flying solo. You know what is flying solo? Just trying to get a breakthrough without a coach. You're trying to do it by yourself without help. That's what I mean. Great. Number 2. Thank you so much. Let me see. Okay, great. Let me see. Great. Number 2. Rajesh, number 5. Thank you. Let's see. Abdul. Ganiu, let's see, number 2, and just forgive me if I don't pronounce it correctly. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Thank you. Just need to get 1 or 2 more. Which one is present for you? What's present for you? Okay. What's present for you? I'm about to go to the next part of my presentation, and thank you just for responding. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see. Have I heard from Paul? Have I heard from Rich? Okay, Rich, I think still connecting. Thank you. I think I'll just move on. Thank you, Harrison. I don't know if I've heard from you. What is present for you? What is present for you? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Number 6 is present for me. Thank you. Absolutely. Great. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing. Fantastic. Okay. Very good. Please. Yes, I've got that to read more. Okay. I'm going to be sharing. Everything I'm sharing with you is going to be available for you in the form of a handout or an ebook after this. So just write down what you can, and the rest Ed is going to help us to help you to access it. Very good. Number 1, 5, 6. Okay, great. Fantastic. Now, I want to move now to another part of my presentation. I call this part assets and opportunities. Please write that down. Asset, just the normal way of asset. Assets and opportunities. So, I put it to you, my friends, the same way the legal friends, speak when in the courtroom. So I put it to you, my friends, that everybody has assets. What are assets? I'm going to list them down, and then with the asset, then you can see the opportunity that comes along with it. So, not in any order, not in any order at random. So when I say asset, I'm talking about work experience that you have. So if you have work experience, if you've worked in a particular field for a number of years, then that's an asset, okay? So the work experience you have, do you have a talent, okay? A talent that you have, something that you're able to do, something that is uniquely yours, that's an asset, okay? Do you have a passion? And when I say passion, when I say talent, I'm talking about passion. I'm talking about brilliance. I'm talking about expertise. And when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about in connection to this, my friends. Something you've not been attending to. Something that has been in the back burner because you have been busy with your regular job. You've been busy with you've been busy with the other things that you've been doing. So you have a talent. Maybe it's been a hidden talent, okay? Maybe you have a passion for doing something. Maybe you have a brilliance. Maybe you have some expertise, friends. That's an asset, okay? So maybe there's something you're able to do, something that is easy, something that's effortless, something that people struggle with. You see, friends, the curve has been flattened. Okay, I'm not talking about the corona spread curve, which, in some places it's starting to, ease off. Here in Kenya, we are still in a bit of a lockdown. We're still in a lockdown scenario. I'm not so sure the scenario in Ghana and also in India. We're in a lockdown. Schools are still closed. They've been closed for 6 months. A lot of protocols are in place. In fact, I'm in my workplace right now. A few minutes ago, I was in this mask. This is basically, I was in this mask, but now we finished with, the students and all that. So when I say curve, I mean the curve in relation to entry level. Right when I say the curve, I mean barriers have fallen down. Today, or if you have a phone, if you have internet, if you have a laptop such as this one, you are good to go. So, which asset have you not been making use of? Okay, which asset? Which asset? Everybody has an asset here. Maybe because of the change in the workplace, you're not able to use one asset. But in this new dispensation, there is another asset you can use. There is a gifting that you have. Maybe there is something that you possess that you can use. So when I say asset, let me give you the ultimate asset. Write this down. The ultimate asset. The ultimate asset. The ultimate asset. This is the ultimate asset. Your ability to help someone solve a problem. Your problem-solving ability. It's already in your DNA. Your problem-solving ability is the ultimate asset. Problem. Your ability to connect with somebody and help them solve a problem, to help them move forward, that is one of the biggest assets you have. But let me give you also another asset that you have, my friends. Goodwill. Do you have goodwill with some particular people? Friends, goodwill. Do you have good relationships? Do you have good contacts with people? Are the people you've been interacting with them, are you having good terms, good conversations? Do you have good vibes with people? The goodwill you possess is the beginning of everything. The goodwill you possess with people, the goodwill that has been established because of past relationship, because of the past work, that is the beginning point of connecting your asset, your talent, your expertise, your brilliance, your experience with the opportunity. Okay? Because the goodwill is the bridge. The goodwill is the bridge between, the goodwill is a connector because it's a starting point. You're not starting from zero. Okay? Now, I want to mention one more thing. Okay? And thank you. And thank you for just typing somebody's typing on the chat. Thank you. Absolutely. Please be typing some points as I mention them. Thank you so much. Now, I want to mention one more point. This is a conversation that can go on and on in terms of the assets. As in, you are not starting from nowhere. You already have something, not something, you have already a lot going for you with respect to the assets that you can deploy, okay? But I want you to write down 10,000 hours, 10,000 hours, 10,000 hours. And then I also want you to write B, the letters, letter B, letter I, letter W. B, you write 10,000 hours and also write BIW, okay? What is BIW? BIW stands for best in the world. Best in the world. Now, the concept of 10,000 hours is connected with best in the world. In other words, it takes 10,000 hours for you to be the very best at one particular thing. And you can read a lot, you can Google the topic, it's there. It's also the subject of Malcolm Gladwell's book called The Outliers, okay? The Outliers. So what am I talking about? I mean, if you think in terms of famous musicians like Michael Jackson, sports stars like Serena Williams in the tennis and all that, these are people who started doing what they're doing when they were kids. In other words, they have already clocked their 10,000 hours. That's why they are outstanding. That's why they are the very best in the game. That's why they're the best in the world. I have a question for you, my friend. Where have you clocked 10,000 hours. Where in doing what have you clocked your 10,000 hours? In what is this that you're most outstanding as? And what you're most outstanding as or at is not necessarily what you do at work. It could be, but maybe not. It could be a hobby. It could be something where you've clocked your 10,000 hours in quotes, okay? So for me, I've done my 10,000 hours with respect to what I'm doing here now, which is having this teaching, speaking, conversation. I as a mentor, I still remember, I'm a mentor. As a mentor, I'm called the trailblazer mentor. I mentor trailblazers who are moving to the next level. So, but I started mentoring without knowing I'm mentoring. I still remember being a small boy back home in the village, being called to show a neighboring child how to solve a particular sum. I told you I'm a mathematician. So I've been helping people solve, including tutoring them, ever since I was a small boy. I guess that's when I started learning how to handhold people through solving a problem. So even when I was a student in the uni, I still used to tutor other kids. Okay, so I've done the teaching, tutoring thing for years. I was a lecturer for 18 years. I've stood in front and taught people what I'm doing now for like 30 years. So what I'm able to do it easily, effortlessly, and even just be the best, being the best in the game in my specialty. So what I'm trying to share here is this, my friends. What is your 10,000 hour thing? Okay. So, and I'm seeing a friend here saying marketing. Let me just see marketing. Yeah. So my point is this, that is an asset. And I want to just shift now to opportunities. Okay. I want to shift to opportunities. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about the opportunities, generally about opportunities and how to harness opportunities. And then I'm going to kind of narrow it down to today's conversation. And I'm talking about opportunities today in this COVID season. It doesn't matter where you are around the world, the issues are the same. So one of the myth, M-Y-T-H, is this, that in these times, people are not buying. Okay, in these times that people are not spending. It is partially true, but the bigger truth is this, my friends, that people are buying, people are spending. It's only that they are buying different things, they are spending differently. Okay, so what they're spending on is essentials. What they're spending on is what? Essentials. So when you start looking to discover your gold mine, you cannot set out to serve everyone. You must narrow it down. You must narrow it down. You must narrow it down to pinpoint accuracy. You must narrow it down to a very, very, let's put it this way, niche. I don't know how you say it in Ghana, my friends, but you must niche. You know, you must discover and you must focus on a niche, okay? You must focus on a niche. In other words, so it's only when you focus on a niche that you will discover the opportunities. In fact, I normally say that you must narrow it down. So narrow it down. The opportunity comes from narrowing it down to the person and the problem. The person and the problem. You must narrow it down to a clearly identifiable person and with a problem. And when I say problem, you're looking for a nagging problem. You're looking for a toothache. Write that down. I've given you where your answer lies. Look for a toothache. Look for a toothache. Toothache, of course, in quotes. Toothache is, I mean that as a metaphor. You look for, I don't know, please give me a thumbs up if you know the pain of a toothache. If you know the pain of a toothache, that comes at 3 a.m.? Just give me a thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, Ed. Oh, yeah, let me see who else. I think Rajesh, yeah. You know the pain of the toothache. You can't wait for the morning to come. I don't know, Rich, if you have experienced the pain of a toothache, the one of the 3 a.m., the one you take painkillers, and then it's like, it gets even worse. Have you ever experienced that, Rich? Okay, great. So your opportunity lies in narrowing it down to a person and a toothache. A person and a toothache. If you can help one person, you can help 1,000. Okay? If you can help one person, you can help 1,000. So something else about the current times that we are in relation to opportunities. I'm still talking about opportunities generally and how to tap into them. This is a gig economy, gig, G-I-G. This is a gig economy as in projects. Most people are not going to invest in long term. They're going to invest in short term projects, short term assignments. People are investing in having, solving one problem now, something which you can do and finish, a gig. Like okay, I don't know, I'm sure you use the same sort of phrasing about it's a gig. It's called a gig economy, okay? So even as you think about what to do, you need to come up with a now solution, now. Somebody, you know, you're solving a problem now. That's what I meant, the toothache. And let's put it this way, friends. There is no market for post-corona products and services. There is no market for post-corona products and services. No one is buying a post-corona product and service, okay? When is post-corona coming? Who knows? I mean, this is it. So what I'm trying to say is this, that we are thinking more about here and now because of the short supply of money, okay? So we are careful. We only spend on essentials. We only spend on the toothache. We only spend on what we need to survive, okay? So I don't know if I'm making sense to somebody here. I don't know, Harrison, is this making sense for you? Mawunyo, is this making sense? Kennedy, thumbs up if this is making sense. Please type something on the chat just for me to know that you're getting me. This is hitting home. Foster, is this hitting home? Paul, is this hitting home? Pauline, is this hitting home? Please type something on the chat. I love interaction. I love getting a thumbs up. We are getting you, Mr. James. I don't know, is this hitting much? Thank you, Bridge IT. This is hitting home very much. Thank you, Shine. I don't know, Jemima, if this is hitting home. Yes, on track. Thank you. Thank you, Foster. Paul, Kennedy. If this is hitting home, really enjoying the program. Kennedy, thank you so much. Let me see. Paulina, let me see if I'm saying this right. Rafiu Sedu, I've got it. Elizabeth, are we getting this? Is this hitting home? Kindly give me a thumbs up. Let me know this is hitting home as I continue. Fantastic. Great. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you. Fantastic. Great. And I think, Kennedy, you may need to mute yourself. Thank you. Fantastic. Great. Now, so I was talking about the nature of the opportunities that are available today, the nature of the opportunities that are available today. And so I want to go a little bit deeper in that. And I think somebody needs to mute. I don't know if it's Collins. I can see from this end. Yeah, so the host may want to just mute everyone so that we're able to get a yes, Learning Hub, yes. I think Learning Hub needs to mute. Yeah, good, thank you. Great. Even Harrison, kindly mute. Good, thank you, Paul. I've gotten your I'm also seeing your updates, your feedback. Very good. Fantastic. Now, so what I'm trying to say here, friends, is this, that the opportunities are there. Opportunities are there for the person who puts on the heart of a beginner. Thank you, Sedu. So putting on the heart of a beginner, as in you have to put on a beginner's heart for you to see the opportunity. Remember we said one of to kind of humble yourself and get down to basics. And what I recommend as you do this, you don't need to start in a big way. This is what I normally say, friends. Think big, start small. You want to think big, start small, but start where you are with what you have. Start where you are with what you have. What you need, you don't need a very sophisticated product or service for you to start serving people. In fact, a lot of times we overthink what our clients want. We sometimes think our clients need a buffet offering. You know, we think they need this buffet in quotes. Yet all they need is, I'm going to use a Swahili word. I'm going to teach you a bit of Swahili. All they need is chai na mandazi. Okay? Chai is tea. Okay? All they need is, mandazi is a bit like a bun. It's a bit like a bun. It's like a snack. So all they need is, I hope you've learned crash course in Swahili. Chai na means and. Chai is tea. That all they need is tea and like a bun or like a small cake. Okay? As in, you want to start with a basic product or service. Okay? You want to start with a basic product or service. So you test it out. You test it out. Okay? Remember I said think big, start small. Test it out. And then see the response. And then you tweak. And then you improve. And then you test it again. Your first clients are guinea pigs. Whoops, did I say guinea pigs? Okay, your first clients are trial clients. Trial clients. Your first clients are like what? Trial clients. Meaning you don't want to go out in a big way. You test it out. And then now you can make it a bit bigger. So, and then, of course, you've got to put a price in it. You've got to, how do you decide the price? How do you decide the price? How do you decide the price? Okay. How do you decide the price? Of course, you do a bit of research, make sure your costs are sorted. You can check and see who is the highest, who is the lowest. You can check and see, but, you know, start somewhere. In terms of how much to charge, do you know the truth of the matter is this? It doesn't matter where you start. Because you can increase the price with the next client. All I'm trying to say is this. Friends, this is a call to action. This is a call to action to look within you. This is a call to action to look within you. This is a call to action to listen to the voice within you. This is a call to action for you to pay attention to the gifts and the talents, to pay attention to the gifts this COVID scenario has brought for you. This COVID scenario has created forced evolution. Some of you, maybe you've been having these ideas, but you've put them in the back burner. Or when I retire, or next year when I'm going to do it, or let the children get older, and so on. This is the time to bring your passion into play. This is the time to make your passion your new paycheck if you don't have a paycheck. This is the time to start earning from your passion. And this is what I want to say as I conclude this conversation today. That if you can feel a call in your heart, if you can feel a call in your heart, there is a client waiting for you. If you can feel a yearning to serve in a particular manner, there is a client waiting for you. If you're feeling a call, there is a client. I don't know if I'm speaking to somebody here today, my friends. This is a call for you to consider, why is it that I have that passion? Why is it that I feel so drawn towards doing this? Why is it that I feel called to do this? That is the evidence. And I'm telling you this straight up. The work that I do, I help people bring what is within and create something with it. And I can tell you this for sure after mentoring hundreds of people, that if you can feel the call from within, there is a yearning for that product or service. There is a yearning. Somebody somewhere is looking for that. And I don't know if this message is speaking to somebody here today. I don't know. Give me a thumbs up. And as I wind up my conversation, because this is really it. This is thank you, Pauline. Thank you, Paulina. Thank you. Just give me a thumbs up. Thank you, Rich. That truly, there's a gold mine that you have. And the only way to discover it is really to start doing something. Thank you, Foster. Thank you, Harrison. Thank you, absolutely. Thank you. That this is a time. Which other time are you waiting for? This is a time for you to have, I call it a pandemic dividend. A pandemic dividend, okay? And let's put it this way, friends, and this is really the beauty of it. A new economy is rising. A new economy is emerging worldwide. It is emerging because of the changed ways of living. It is emerging from the new needs that are emerging from the changed ways. Friends, these are times of great opportunity. And anyone who is here today, I commission you to go out there. Go and serve the world with your gifts and talent. Go out there, create something. Let's make a difference. Let's make an impact. Wishing you all the best, friends. God bless you as you go and do all that out there. I am done, Ed, with this conversation. So before I go, I really want to, and of course, we are going to be having a time for comments. You can write on the chat there what has stood out for you powerfully. I challenge you to take action, and I challenge you to take action. I challenge you to do something with what you've had here today. So I really want to acknowledge my friends and partners here from Bridge IT, Edwin, Edwin, the national coordinator of Bridge IT, and all the hard-working team behind this particular institution, and their partners even in India and in Nigeria and Liberia. As I said, the curve has been flattened, and for Bridge IT, when I say the curve has been flattened, I mean the curve of opportunity. Today, everyone has opportunity, and Bridge IT, I'm wishing you all the best. May you have blue skies and your team and new horizons, because the curve has been flattened. Opportunities are available for you. So Bridge IT Training Center is based in Ghana. It's a fast training center to bring spoken tutorial all the way from IT center in Mumbai, Bombay in India. And something of interest, I've been to Mumbai. I went there for a conference. So Edwin, the national coordinator of Bridge IT, you have a great team here behind you, and even the participants. As I've said, I commission you to go out into the world and use your gifts and talents, use your gold mine. So Ed, I want to return back to you. Thank you. I'm available for a few questions or comments as I'm seeing there. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Karundu. We are most grateful for this mind-blowing session again. I am very sure our participants are also really enlightened. We are really, really grateful. I think we are going to take some few questions at this point.
Okay.
Any question at all from the bottom of your heart, I'm going to plead with Mr. Karundu for him to handle all questions. Any question at all you'd like to ask, please, it's question time. We've had a lot of discussions. Thanks so much, Mr. Kennedy Aheto. Great presentation. Those are some warm feedbacks we are getting there.
Oh, thank you.
Fantastic presentation. That is coming from Madam Paulina. Thank you very much. And yes, it's question time. I'll take a few of the comments. Learning Hub is saying,
thank you.
This, sometimes you have to chance to mentor or role model before you can achieve your goals. With these, sometimes you have to, I think, mentor.
Yes, it's true.
Or role can achieve your goals.
Yes.
Very true. Before we go to the question session, I would like to alert all participants that this is just a curtain raiser. Our trailblazer mentor will be definitely coming back with, series of mind-blowing, life-changing, webinars, lectures. There will be one-on-one coaching proceedings, and there's a lot of package out there. This is just a curtain raiser. So be rest assured, we have a lot in stock. As I stated earlier, we have been in the field of IT for long, and then we said, no, at least let's be broadening our scope, not only in the Pythons and then the C++ and then the Django's and the Ruplas and all that. At least let's build capacity, beyond the technicalities of IT and computer science and all that. So definitely, be rest assured, Mr. James will be coming back. This is just a curtain raiser for those of us in Ghana. So now it's question time. I think we're going to take a few questions. Any question at all you want to, you can either use the chat box or you can just unmute yourself and then, ask your questions. So the first question going out to you, Mr. Karundu, coming from Page, how do I identify my opportunities?
Fantastic.
First question.
Excellent. So how do you identify your opportunity? Now, it has something to do with what I mentioned, your asset. Asset is what am I good at? And also what problem can I help someone solve? Okay. It's always a marriage of the two, that there has to be a passion, a talent. There has to be something you're good at. And it has to be something that you're outstanding, not just good at. You've got to be outstanding. Remember I said narrow it down. So narrow it down. One of the reasons why we get stuck is we overthink it. We think too broadly, okay? So narrow it down. So I'm going to give an example. I'd love to hear, from the person, maybe they can even type on the chat. What is it that they're good at? What's the background? And also it's always also about, what you've gone through. Typically, especially in passion-related things, there's always a connection between your own personal journey, your own struggles. The other ones that put you in a good place to help others who are struggling. So myself, my father got me a tutor to help me in math. Okay, when I was in high school, I think in high school, yes, I remember I used to. My father was a lecturer, just like myself. In other words, I followed the footsteps, but he's not a mathematician. So I remember during holidays, he would get me his friends to tutor me. So I started getting. So I have gotten tutored because I had challenges, and in the same way, I have seen an opportunity in tutoring others. Okay. So what I'm trying to say here is this, that sometimes it's through your own personal journey, through your own struggles, and now you have overcome them. You can help others overcome the same struggles. How do you avoid overwhelming information? Yes. I think I've seen that one.
Yes, That is coming from one colleague, Galaxy C5. How do you
Yes. How do you avoid overwhelming information? One of the things to start doing are things I call rituals and practices. You know, all high achievers must have rituals and practices. So some of the rituals and practices include, you know, having quiet time, having just time by yourself so that you can think, so that you can be able to sift through what you're getting. And I recommend minimum, I recommend for my clients 15 minutes minimum. And you can have it in blocks of 15 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. How do you have quiet time? You want to look for opportunities for quiet time because we've got to quiet our busy mind. Remember, overwhelm also, it's in the mind. So for example, right now I'm here in my office, everybody is gone. So I can use this quiet time in the office. Switch off, have a device detox, you know, just stay away from the phone, get away from the internet, stay away from everything, stay away from all those newspapers. You've got to find a way of quiet time away from everything so that you can be able to discern, you can have clarity on what you really need to, because information overload comes when you are searching everywhere for everything, when you have no focus, you're just reading, or when you don't have any sort of if you don't have a goal, you know, because you can find the information, yes, if you're looking for some particular information, go and find it. So what I'm trying to say here is you need to have rituals and practices. One of the rituals and practices I want to talk about for high achievers is quiet time. Minimum 15 minutes quiet time. 30 minutes would be excellent. And quiet time means you are having something I call device detox. Because we are constantly engaged with the information to assimilate, for that information to give us the nutritional value of the information is not realized when you cannot process it. So quiet time is going to help you get the nutritional value of the. So, and again, keeping an eye on time, I just want to kind of leave it there for now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. James Karundu. So I think we've handled 2 questions now. I don't know if we have any other question from any of our participants. If you want to use a chat box, you can go ahead, or if you want to use a microphone, you can just unmute yourself and go right ahead. If we have any question at all, if we have any question, you can just type in the chat box or you use the microphone. As we wait for questions, if you have any feedback at all, you can write them also in the, you know, the chat box and all that, basically. And yeah, I would like to alert all participants that there will be a certificate that will be presented or will be issued to all attending, those who are attending this mind-blowing webinar. And please don't forget to share your feedbacks, your benefits, you know, your takeaways in the WhatsApp group, you know, for us to know if this has actually been very valuable to you. And this will ginger us more also to, you know, put together educative sessions like this. So when we are done, and a feedback link will also be shared in the WhatsApp group for you to also, you know, give your feedback through that channel also. But then you can just do a normal, you know, a chat in the WhatsApp group in terms of how the session has been, your experience, and probably your message to Mr. James Karundu, basically. All right, if we have, okay, I think we have another.
I'm saying one, if you can allow me to answer this, and then we can just winding up there. So somebody is asking about how do you end self-doubt and procrastination and so on. I think that's what I've seen on the chat. Now, yeah, let me just see. How to overcome self-doubt regarding market conditions. Okay, great. Let's put it this way. the only way to know whether the market will take on your product or service is to try out. So you can be a bit scientific. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. In fact, I always say the real proof of concept. The real proof of concept is money in the bank. The real proof of concept is what? Money in the bank, as in money doesn't lie. You see, you put something out there. Remember I said you start, and then you put it out there, and then you test, you tweak. If it's not working for this audience, try a different audience. Tweak, change, reposition it. Try a different sort of way of doing it until you find what works. Until you find what works. Success in the marketplace is about being adaptable. A success in the marketplace is about staying close to your clients. Success in the marketplace is asking your clients, what do they want? Hey, I've put this out there. Great. So if not this one, what exactly would you be looking for? Great. Okay. So what exactly are you looking for? What would solve this problem? Okay. You can even do a quick research. You can do 10 phone calls and find out, what are you looking for? What exactly can I improve on this? Get feedback, improve. And then, my friends, the tried and tested formula for success is called try again. Tried and tested formula for success is what? Try again. Okay. Ed, I think I'm done with that for now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, someone is asking if he or she can, he of course can get the recordings. Yeah, we'll try our best. Because of the bad internet connection, we usually don't like assuring people of the video, feeds, but we'll try our best and see if we can put out the video feeds out there also. And as Mr. Karundu also stated, we'll be sharing the PPT slides or in the form of a little handout so that you can at your own convenient time, go through and then refresh your memories on this great session we are having here. So we are doing all these preparations, and of course the certificates will also be issued. All these details will be given in the WhatsApp group. So yeah, you just have to keep calm and stay tuned over there. Do we have any other question? Either through the the chat box or through normal microphone voice questions? If you have any, you can either. Okay, I think I can see Mr. Foster's hand up there. I don't know if maybe you want to ask some question. If you want to ask any question, I think your microphone is muted, so you have to unmute yourself. If you have any question you want to ask using the,
Yeah, please, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Mr. Foster, we can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I believe first of all, I have to be grateful for the presentation. And I also want to find out how one can be able to get a mentor to mentor him, because I believe some of us has passed through a hard way, even having a passion, getting somebody who has similar positions with you to be able to mentor you become a problem. So as young men and women, how do we get such a mentor to be able to go with?
Fantastic. Now, I'm going to answer this in 3 ways. Now, first of all, remember we've said the curve has been flattened, in quotes, meaning today it's easy to connect with somebody directly, easily. I get asked this question all the time. So one of the easiest ways is identify who you want and check on social media. The people who are doing what you want to do, the people who are where you want to be. You can check on social media, you can check on LinkedIn, search for people who are where you want to be. And then you reach out to them, start following them. And again, of course, just, don't bug them. Don't bombard them with questions. But you can once in a while connect with them, let them know that you really like what they do, and you really want to know if they can help you with some tips, some ideas. If, something like that, you can reach out. That is what I'm saying. You can reach out to somebody who is the place where you want to be. You reach out to them. Most accomplished people will still be able to respond to you. There are many people, the very few people would turn away somebody with a request for mentorship help. Obviously, if somebody is very busy, they can't get all the time, but and sometimes they may not respond immediately, but that's one avenue you can use. Now, step number 2 is this. You can be able to get paid mentors. You can join mentorship programs. There are mentorship programs and courses that are available today. You can get them online. Even in Ghana, there could be people who offer mentorship courses. There are coaches who can hold your hand. And also the third one is that you can be able to look for an executive coach or an executive mentor to help you, especially on a one-on-one basis. The first one is, and something else, sorry, one more thing. There's a lot of people who, I'm going back to the first one. The first one is people who are where you want to be. You can follow them. You can follow them on YouTube. A lot of people we want to be like are on YouTube. A lot of people are on social media. I mean, if you want to follow me, just look for me on social media. My Instagram is just my name, James Karundu. Just James Karundu. You can look for me. You can follow me. I share a lot of free mentoring. Free information, free tips. That's, so social media and especially YouTube. Search for mentors. Okay, you'll never get to interact with them, majority of them. Of course, for me, you can interact with me. But the point is this, majority of people who are where you want to be, they're there on YouTube. Follow them. It's the biggest free university you can ever get. Okay. Now let's go to what I meant was I only talked about follow them on LinkedIn and so on. I had forgotten to mention about YouTube, social media. Follow them. A lot of people share a lot of information. So let's go to level number 2. Level number 2 is what I was saying, paid mentorship. You can do a course, you can do a program, but what you're looking out for, let me give you a small tip. You're looking for a mentor or a program that is hands-on, not just information. You don't want to do the do-it-yourself kind of programs. You don't want to do it yourself kind of programs. Do it yourself the way you download, you watch the video by yourself, that's fine, that's okay. But what we're talking about in terms of mentorship, you want a practical, something that is hands-on and practical. You want where you're going to have direct interaction with the coach, direct interaction with the mentor. That is what is going to help you. Because the breakthroughs that you're looking for require some sort of direct interaction. The last one is executive coaching, executive mentors. You may need to invest a little bit more out there, and the people are there and they can help you.
On that note, if someone wants to, connect with you, Mr. Karundu, in terms of mentorship, I'm sure any of our participants, there can be some modality for that. I don't know, Mr. Karundu.
Yes, no, in fact, my mentorship programs are done through Zoom. I run my mentorship programs. I have clients in Botswana. I have students in Mumbai and even here in Kenya, and even from other parts of the world. So the mentorship programs I run them in almost exactly the way you've seen it here, as in it's a live interaction. It's a live interaction. Right now, this is more of a talk webinar, so I'm not able to interact with everyone. But normally, I run with small groups. I work with small groups of about 5 to 7 people. So, and it's something we meet weekly. We meet weekly on Zoom, and then there's always some action plan to take during the week. There's always accountability. A lot of you, what you're missing is accountability. So you want a scenario where there is accountability. And for some of you, the simplest thing you can do is you can even create something called an accountability circle among yourselves. Accountability circle among yourselves, which is, you meet together and share what you've accomplished, and then you commit yourself to doing something next week, and then next week. So there are many ways of moving ahead. Obviously, being in a structured scenario, obviously being in a scenario where you're making an investment, especially if you're looking for a big breakthrough requires you make an investment. Okay, and I think for me, the way I look at it is for somebody who is feeling they might need information on how to do that, I would still be happy to do it, no cost. Book a Zoom call with me, just to share the same way I'm sharing, seek information, seek information. A lot of people have gone the wrong way by, spending so much money, so much time with the wrong mentors, the wrong coaches. And for me, I have a heart for helping people in that. I don't want people to make mistakes. That is why I started with costly mistakes. So, but I want to just leave it there for now, Ed. If there's any burning issue, somebody who would want to connect with me, follow the path I've given you. Connect through social media. That's my challenge to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Karundu.
Exactly.
So much. And I'm sure those who would like to maybe connect directly with you also in terms of mentorship and all that. So far as we are, on the common platforms, all the modalities.
Exactly. Yes.
And then they can get in touch with you also for one-on-one mentorship that, can be fully monitored. Someone is
yes, but for me, I recommend before going outside, always look within. Before going outside, always look within. I mean, Bridge IT, you've been there for such a long time. So if you have something that can help people here, let them know. See also how you can assist them or help them help themselves. And I think this is also part of what we are talking about. So I suspect that you might also be in a position to help. But before you go outside, always look within.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Someone is asking how can we get the certificate? As I stated, I'm sure all of you are in the WhatsApp group. If you're not in the WhatsApp group, you can just WhatsApp these numbers. I will share the link also, 024-8898-721. I take it again, 024-8898-721, or you can still connect via the second number, 055-919307. 055-919307. These are all Ghana local lines on our MTN service providers. So for those who are not already in the WhatsApp group, for us not to waste time, you can connect or you can just WhatsApp any of those lines. We're going to work on the certificate and then the PowerPoint slide modalities, so that everybody can have that. And don't forget, when we finish from here, we would like to have your feedbacks in the WhatsApp group for us to know if this has really been helpful or not, basically. We still have some, I think, 10 minutes to spare. We're supposed to close, 11:30. It looks like we are really, working in the, the rims of our time frame. So we still have some 10 minutes to spare. If you have any question at all, anything bothering you, we still have some few minutes to spare. Those who, join in late, this has been another mind-blowing session with our trailblazer mentor, Mr. James Karundu, connecting all the way from Kenya. He has really took his time to walk us through some of the essential proceedings that we have to follow in discovering our gold mines. We've been sitting so much on so much potential, so many potentials, but yet still we are, struggling. We are still lamenting. We are still, just not okay. And this has really been another helpful session. If there is any other question at all, you can, as you try to put up your questions. I hope our colleague, our Indian director, Mr. Rajesh Dave, Shrimanji Rajesh, I hope he's on the line. Mr. Dave, can you hear me? If you can hear me, I would like to.
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. I can hear you loud and clear.
All right. Please take note. We'll be taking some few words from you as well. So just be on standby for us as we do that. And if you don't have any questions, okay, I think someone is asking, You like to share the recordings? Okay, yeah. We're trying our best so that we can make the video recordings available also. Definitely. And let me use this opportunity to again inform those who are not aware about the spoken tutorial courses in Ghana that yes, successfully, the first batch of participants, so far as the whole of Africa is concerned, they are underway, and we have opened portals for the second batch of registrations in the whole of Ghana and Africa. The good thing is that already Nigerians have also started, registering, and then our Liberian counterparts have also started registering. And I'm happy that we being in Ghana, we being the pace setters, so I hope other Ghanaians, my colleagues, will also take advantage of this spoken tutorial course. Someone will be asking, what is this spoken tutorial course all about? It's basically an amazing way of undergoing an IT training course from the comfort of your home or your bedroom or in your couch without the use of the internet connection. Yeah, it is amazing when people hear without the use of the internet connection, they're like, how is it possible? Is this some sort of a joke or what? But I'm happy that we are already receiving good feedbacks, and a quick advice. If you want to subscribe for any of the spoken tutorial courses, try your best to take it from the beginning. We realize that some people have selected courses that are beyond, their capacity. When it comes to information technology, computing skills, computing science, our Indian brothers and sisters are doing a great job. So sometimes when we mistakenly try to compare our abilities with them, we may end up doing a very wrong thing because they are way much ahead of us. Sorry to say that. And we are trying to learn from them also. So the spoken tutorial courses is coming from IIT Bombay University in Mumbai, India. And all these courses are certified. You undergo this course for 2 months and there will be final exams, a one-day final exams, will be attached. Someone is asking, how can I get the systems and how can I go about? We will send or deploy the entire systems to you in the comfort of your home, either through a one-time download link or offline modalities, basically. We know how we go about that. So don't worry about the technicalities. All we need you to do, if you've not yet registered for the spoken tutorial courses, we are going to share the registration links and all the details in the WhatsApp group, the Bridge Webinars WhatsApp group as well. Don't forget, next week we have another webinar with one of our renowned personnel, Dr. Mira. Dr. Mira will be connecting from India. Of course, he's also another force to reckon with when it comes to education. She will be coming to take us through multiple intelligence for teachers. And this is just a quick reminder. And don't forget, Mr. Karundu will be coming back. This is just a curtain raiser for him with, much more mind-blowing sessions, basically. So that is about spoken tutorial. That is about the good time we have here with Mr. James Karundu. And that is about what all these knowledge sharing proceedings we are in today. COVID or no COVID, we are still trying to leverage on technology and build ourselves one way or the other. Before we wrap up, I will invite our renowned colleague all the way from India, and he's not just connecting all the way from India. Actually, he has arrived in Ghana, and he is in Ghana with us at the moment. We have started feeding him with all the local foods in Ghana, and he's enjoying all the local foods in Ghana, definitely. I'm talking about no other person but our colleague, Mr. Rajesh Dev. Shrimanji Dev, aapke se ho? Namaste, namaste, Shrimanji, if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you as usual, loud and clear. And Shrimanji King, I'm really glad, I'm really enjoying the Ghanaians' hospitality through you.
Thank you, thank you. We would like to take some few words from you, and Mr. James is still on the line, but then we would like to hear a little bit of your Hindi. आपसे मिलकर बहुत खुशी हूँ, and आप कैसे हो, श्रीमान जी?
unfortunately, the network is not that good, so I'm losing, in between some, some of the contents what you said, but anyway, what I understand is I'm in Ghana, I'm all good, and and I'm really thank Mr. James Karundu to spend his valuable time with us and give in this pandemic he's really touched base on certain things like that as a person we have a lot of things inherent as a human being, and yes, we all have our own strengths, and that is what we have to leverage. And and as he rightly said that the assets what we have, we have to list them down and have to find out the opportunities. And every time, as he rightly Mr. Kurundu has said that the every struggling time also has the great opportunity. So it's really good, and he also rightly give us a lot of inputs on the advantage of having the mentor. And in difficult times they are the one who can help us, and it's a really very good interactive sessions. And I hope Mr. Karundu will take out some time of and will do a lot many, as you say, it's a curtain raiser, and he will be with us time and again. Thanks for everything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Shukriya, बहुत धन्यवाद, Shrimanji Rajesh. Right. So without I can see Gina Walker's hand is up. Sorry for that. Gina Walker's hand is up. Gina Walker, do you have anything you'd like to share with us, please? Gina Walker, if you can hear us, your hand is up. If you would like to have anything to share with us. All right. Okay, Collins, would you like to share anything with us? All right. If you have anything to share, you can just, of course, unmute yourself and then speak. If not, we have 1 more minute to 11:30 in Ghana. 1 more.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Collins.
Hello.
Mr. Sapon, can you hear us?
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Sapon.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning. Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
In fact, I have enjoyed I've enjoyed the lesson, and I thank Mr. James Karundu for such a special event, and I hope and pray that it will continue, so that those of us here who some years ago or some months ago were lacking behind, our minds would be open.
Yes, thank you.
And when we are also much occupied with some of the mentoring knowledge and skills given to us, we'll also be able to utilize it to help our colleagues out there and the young ones who are also coming on board. I would like to ask this particular question. Since it happens that right now, from even our education system, much emphasis is not placed on mentoring. It's becoming very difficult for us, especially those of us who are teachers. Especially if you want to maybe act as a mentor to some of the adolescents and the young ones who are coming on board.
Yes.
Then based on the preoccupied knowledge that they have, maybe based on their religious aspirations, the social backgrounds and their culture, it becomes a barrier. So I want to find out, when we have such issues on board, how do we, like educators, help our young ones and even our colleagues who one way or the other, social and cultural phenomenon and religious aspirations have become a barrier for them to also reach their peak and identify their talent and their gifts, so that the youth can also be proud of and say that this is our country and we are contributing based on the knowledge that we have and the skill that we have possessed. So basically that is what I want to find out from you, Mr. James Karundu.
Okay, thank you very much. And I think the truth of the matter is this, that mentorship, when I say mentorship, it's hand-holding, you know, and mentorship is it's about hand-holding, it's about educating, it's about hand-holding, it's about supporting, and everything starts with an initiative. Everything starts with an initiative. I would be requesting muting, please, Collins. Collins,
Okay,
I would be requesting
okay.
you muting. Yeah, please, kindly. Yeah, yeah, thank you. Excellent. Phew, I can hear that now. This is the point here. There is no perfect way. There's no perfect way. There is no perfect answer. There is no perfect modality, especially with our young people. All there is initiatives. You will never get it perfect. All there is initiatives. All there is mentorship projects that somebody begins. Imperfect as they are, you must begin them. So the only way out is to create mentorship projects. That is what I'm saying. Mentorship initiatives. That is how to mentorship initiatives. And the secret about the mentorship projects and initiatives for the youth is that they must be accompanied with something that the youth love. So it has to be maybe a sports-based mentorship. It has to be a creativity-based mentorship, as in not just come, we mentor you. No, it has to involve growth of skills. So you can use sports. Sports is an easy entry point to create a mentorship initiative. You can use anything that the youth love doing or occupies their time. And that's the entry point. So so the only thing there is initiatives. The only thing there is projects that one begins. And the entry point is use something like sports. The sports is wide. Find what you are aligned with and use it as an entry point to connect with the young people. From there, what you want to do is to challenge them to do something different. From there, what you want to do is to create, still challenge them to use their talents. You know, if you're able to get some funding, you can get people to fund some of the things they do. But the point is this. It's all about getting started in an imperfect way. Ed, I believe I'm done here.
Thank you very much, Mr. James Karundu. Thank you very much. And yes, I think we really had quite an interactive session. And I am sure most of us will be preparing ourselves with more questions for your next coming back. And that will be even be much, much interactive than this. Right, I think this is where we're going to wrap it up. And before we wrap it up fully, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank all my hardworking staff right here, both in Ghana, Liberia, and in Nigeria. Not forgetting our team leaders like Sharifat Ali, Praises, Jeremy, and all the other colleagues. They're doing a great job out there. And our team leader in Liberia, Mr. Martin Pay, also, and all his team, we say a big thanks to them all. And in Ghana here, of course, I would like to say a big thanks to all our colleagues, hardworking staff, both behind the scene and front line. Not forgetting colleagues like Mr. Richard Amate, Madam Jima McQuist, Madam Shine Clever, colleagues like Madam Beauty Ayika, Mr. Ashraf Elias, and all the hardworking team out there. Not forgetting our able secretaries, Miss Hazel Anita, Mr. Harrison, and everybody that Monsieur Mazar, of course, our Francophone scholar, basically, and everybody here, Mr. Ivy Desmond, Gina Walker, Madam Paulina, Collins, Sapong, everybody. We say a great thanks. I see one, Madam Jane, joining in very late, but then, probably she's coming to give us a closing prayer, I'm sure, but that's okay. And then Mr. Rafiu Sedu, and Rich, of course, Rich has been live and colored, the whole time, and that is so amazing, Rich. And yes, Sweet Gideon Latte, of course, Samuel Appear, and all others who have connected today. We say a big thanks to you. And don't forget to share your feedbacks in the WhatsApp group so that we will know that, yes, we are making headway, basically. And a separate link will also be shared in the WhatsApp group also. So just have, much pressures, and then all the modalities will be followed from your certificate and all that. I would like to say a big thanks to the first batch of spoken tutorial participants in Ghana as well. All, currently undergoing their courses like Python, Android development with Kotlin, C++, Java for business, and all that. And the graphic design also, GIMP, Snifig, Blender, all the other, sophisticated technical, one thing about spoken tutorial is that even if you don't have any background in IT or whatever, they have a course for you. So it's not a matter of I'm born before computer or I am youngster or whatever. Everybody has something to take home, basically. Whether you like it or not, we are in an IT world, we are in a digital world. And imagine how more productive you can be, with the help of computers, basically. Thank you so much. And I think this is all time will allow us. And Mr. Gideon Latte, I'll be getting back to you behind the scenes. I didn't hear of Emmanuel, but then I think he has also been active throughout the session. I'd like to, even though we didn't, start with official prayers, I'd like to say a word of thanks to the Almighty God for, guiding us through, leveraging on technologies to build our knowledge. As he stated, we should seek knowledge, and we are seeking knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. We pray that the resource person should be, rebuilt. He should be renourished so that next time when we call upon him, he will be able to deliver more for us. These I ask in Jesus' name. I pray with thanksgiving. If you believe that, you can just type amen in the chat box for me. You can just type amen in the chat box if you believe that short prayers, basically. Thank you so much. I'm waiting to see if I can get some amens in the chat box. Get some amens in the chat box. Let me see if I can get some amens in the chat box. All right. Okay. First amen is coming from Mr. Frank. Thank you so much, Mr. Frank. And yes, we are most grateful. Okay. Another amen from Mr. Collins, Ms. Shine. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. That's been really interactive. Emmanuel unmuted himself briefly. Emmanuel, do you have something for us before we disconnect, please? Do you have anything for us, Emmanuel? Thank you so much, Mr. Rajesh. Thank you very much. Emmanuel, do you have anything for us? All right. This is where we're going to say goodbye. Thank you so much, Emmanuel, Akuta, Dankwa, Mr. Foster, and everybody. We say a big thanks to all of you. Let's continue in the WhatsApp group. Share your feedback in the WhatsApp group right now. Please, Mr. James Karundu, I'll ask permission to end the lectures if you grant me that permission. Thank you so much. And on this note,
permission granted. Thank you, Ed. You've led us so well. Let's give Ed a big thumbs up, everybody. Thumbs up for Ed. He's kept us energized. He's kept us going. Thank you. Great, fantastic. So over and out, my friends. I am out. See you. Thank you. Let's talk another time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Karundu.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. You know what I'm going to do right now? Okay. Oh, you're off already. All right. Thanks so much, everybody. Thank you so much. And we are disconnecting in less than 1 minute. We will be going off. Thank you so much, Emmanuel, for the time's up. In less than 1 minute, we're going to end the lectures. Less than 1 minute, we are ending the lectures. All right. Wishing you all the best, and bye for now.